enter the final with the fastest time of 1:03.70. Of course, she had set the record last year, 59.80 seconds. I wonder if she'll be able to go under it. She's off to a decent start. Already she's upon Mishka May Hyde on the outside. There's a casualty over on the far side. That looked to have been Daniela Dawkins of the Queens who fell. But Nugent is in second spot at the moment. Mishka May Hyde has made up the ground a little bit and is now trying to stretch that lead on the outside. That's Hyde of St. Andrew and Akira Nugent keeping an eye on her. Also there as well, Chanel Tucker of Excelsior in lane number 6. Now Nugent is making the move and is now in the lead as they head into the home straight. Nugent in front, behind her trying to close that gap. Her teammate Chanel Tucker. Nugent showing her strength in as she goes over the final hurdle now. Nugent pressing and moving away from her teammate. Oh, she slows up at the line and then she goes on the turf, probably just suffering from a bit of cramp maybe. But it's 1-2 for Excelsior, 1:01.28 the flash time for Akira Nugent of Excelsior.
The favorite coming into this one, Akira Nugent, and she delivered in qualifying yesterday, had real problems at the last barrier, and this time around negotiated it much better than she did a day ago. This is a relatively new event for her, so still so much for her to learn, but she's put down a performance that I'm sure she will be proud of. She defends her title, not as fast as she ran last year, but I don't think she will mind that much. She'll be quite happy that she's gotten the victory, and of course we'll be looking forward to her favored 100-meter hurdles. But here's another look at it. Akira Nugent, she is in lane number 4. You're looking at the World Youth 100 hurdles record holder, and stepping up to the 400 hurdles here, Mishka May Hyde from St. Andrew High School. Decent competitor, and she goes out quickly, knows that Akira Nugent is very, very fast, and that's the reason Nugent remains composed down the backstretch and then really turns it on as she reached that top bend, and using her speed as she powered down the home stretch, negotiating the hurdles, overstriding towards that final barrier. But the coaches will tell you it's better to overstride than to chop those steps in the 400 hurdles. Nugent getting the job done, even though feeling some pain, probably the lactate building up as she came towards the line. But it's a victory for her, and critically for Excelsior as they head towards the girls' title here. It's 9 points plus 7 points for second position.
Sent off. Brown has started off well in the purple and white of Kingston College in lane number 3. Archer there or thereabouts. Pretty much even at the moment between these two as they head down the back straight. Yep, Archer. So almost slipped there. Brown has covered him. Brown with the lead slightly ahead of Archer. Again, Archer didn't clear that hurdle well. And Brown now with the slight advantage. Archer trying to close on the outside, trying to get into the thick of things as well as Simmons. But it's between these two, Brown and Archer. And Archer reaches that hurdle first. Again, didn't clear it well, but he manages to stretch that lead over Brown. There is Archer, and he's pressing away from Shantamoy Brown. Devontae Archer wins 51.58 seconds for Devontae Archer of Excelsior.
Is that 47.39 speed that made the difference down the stretch? Devontae Archer, he's been putting it together so well this season, and he comes here at the corporate area meet and delivers a telling blow. Always knew that Shantamoy Brown would provide some amount of a challenge. Shantamoy Brown is such a difficult competitor, such a tough competitor, but so too is Devontae Archer. So much heart, and he has the quality to go with it as well.
Archer stayed in his race, even though he had the competitor on his outside. He never wavered from his plan, which is an excellent way to prepare, especially when you're coming home in the 400 hurdles where you're feeling fatigue.
Yeah, let's have another look at it. Brown in the purple and white, Kingston College, lane number 3. Archer of Excelsior in lane number 4. Archer workmanlike down the back
Had a
stretch.
stutter there.
Yes.
But he regained his composure quite quickly, did Devontae Archer. Shantamoy Brown putting pressure on him all the time. But when you know that you are faster than your competitor, it's all about remaining focused and getting to that final barrier. That's what Devontae Archer was able to do. It wasn't a clean performance from him, but here is where the superior speed starts to tell down the home stretch.
The grit and determination on the faces of both these athletes. Archer on the left, Brown on the right. And Brown was trying to close that gap, but it was all Archer in the end. Excelsior High looking relaxed, as I said. Ricardo didn't look as if it was the cleanest run, not by any stretch of the imagination, but he managed to win the gold for his team.
Set.
Leicester has started off best in lane 5. Leicester of the Queen School. She has the lead on the inside now, making her move. Deandra Kelly of Excelsior. Kelly just holding her own, also making a move as well is Anthony Dixon of Holy Childhood, also there. Leicester responding now and goes into another gear. Leicester looks good. So Kelly looks good. Leicester is fading. Kelly into the home straight. Kelly of Excelsior stepping away. Kelly looks as if she has this one pretty comfortably. Kelly cruising in the final few meters. All eyes on the clock, 56.53 seconds. Deandra Kelly of Excelsior High winning.
Spoke about the 56 that she produced at the Queen's Grace Jackson meet. She knew she could reproduce that here this afternoon, and she's done exactly that.
A fantastic run.
Leicester, not sure she got her tactics right today. She usually goes out slowly, Leicester, and then gradually builds over the race. Looked to me as if she went out a little bit quicker this afternoon. Let's just have another look at it. Leicester in 5, Kelly behind her in 4, and Leicester going out quickly. To me, just a little bit quicker than I've seen her this season. And then she takes it easy, but Kelly on her inside, so smooth, so composed, so relaxed all the way around, timing her race to perfection.
I wouldn't have been bothered by the fact that Leicester had started off pretty well and bided her time along the back straight as well.
I think also it might have played a part that she had someone behind her that would have been a challenge to her, so that may well be the reason why she took out that hard.
Yeah, but Kelly real composed, and once she hit that straightaway, there was no turning back. In control, well ahead, and coming away for a convincing victory. Leicester did well to rally into second position, but fabulous performance from Deandra Kelly of Excelsior. The Excelsior girls looking real good at the corporate area meet.
This, of course, is the Class 1 girls 400-meter final. Samantha Morris of the Queens in the grey shorts. Also on the inside, Zwandi Harrison of Woolmer's girls. Also running well, Monique Remy of Excelsior in lane 1. Possibly another strong contender in lane 1, let's see. But it's Samantha Morris of the Queens in front. Remy trying to close that gap. Also on the inside, Zwandy Harrison of Wolmer's. Remy stepping now on the accelerator, trying to utilize all her strength. Could it be another win from lane 1? And for Excelsior High, she's trying to hold off all comers as she heads towards the line. It's a big win for Monique Remy of Excelsior, 57.70 seconds.
Well, Excelsior on a roll this afternoon, and they're feeling good about this corporate area meet. And in previous seasons where they would have probably dominated just in the field, but they're looking so strong on the track as well. Really good run from Remy from lane number 1. Brittany Brown of the Queen's School in lane 7 is a 54.97 400 runner who has already won the 1500 and the 800 meters here. And if you just go by names, probably would have been the favorite coming into this, Brittany Brown in 7, but never really got into the race. Her traditional slow start. Her teammate Samantha Morris went out really well from lane number 5. Again, Remy on the inside from lane number 1, gradually building up and getting closer and closer. And by the time she hit the straight, Monique Remy, she was ready to go.
She powered home in her last 80 meters and stayed relaxed, pumped her arms, and remained in control for the last part of the race, which is an excellent run.
Yeah, exactly what you're looking for as a coach for sure. Good finish as well, coming from Zwandy Harrison of Wolmer's to shrug off the usual late charge of Brittany Brown. But Monique Remy was long gone in control, and the winner of the Class 1 Girls 400. The record 55.24 set in 20. That's Damar Francis. Looked so good in qualifying yesterday, 47.77.
Well, the record is 45.84 seconds set by Christopher Taylor some 2 years ago.
Set.
Off and running for the Class 1 boys.
Pretty even start.
We see now the
Damar Francis, of course, of Excelsior in lane 4. On the outside, 2 Kingston College athletes in lane 5, Michael Joseph,
begins to move.
or Joseph Michael, and
lane number 3.
Michael Joseph and Kobe Simpson. And it is Simpson going well.
Jamaica College further back, and the man
Joseph responding in lane 5.
Joseph and Simpson both
Francis trying to make a move, and he is making a move. And in the straight, he has the lead. Oh, he looks strong. Damar Francis of Excelsior pulling away now from the field. He's really stamping his class in this one. Comes away to win in 46.82 seconds. Damar Francis of Excelsior High with the win.
Wow, they're having a marvelous day, Excelsior. What a run from Damar Francis.
I actually thought he was in trouble in the middle of the curve because it seemed he was a bit disconnected from the competitors in the 7 and 8, but he stayed in his race, and I guess it proved that that's what athletes should do because it was such an impressive run.
Yeah, certainly an impressive run. Not a fast start, a slow start. Watching Michael Joseph, St. Lucia to Kingston College go well. Kobe Simpson of Casey on his outside as well, but at the top of the curve just goes into another gear and pushes himself home, does Damar Francis. This is a real good talent that they have found at Excelsior, and delivering a fabulous performance this afternoon. That 47.77 in qualifying yesterday did look impressive, coming home into a strong breeze as well, and he returns a day later and produces another quality performance, even better.
Of Wolmer's boys and Wolmer's girls in lane 4, and she's off, and she started out really well on the outside, trying to hold her own, Michaela Coombs. But Gardner has already covered Coombs. On the inside, trying to make a run, Michaela Hazley. But it is Gardner stepping away strongly, stamping her class. What a run! 24.47 seconds.
She is in spanking form.
Set.
Sent off. Oh, that's a brilliant start from Nisha Berger of Excelsior out of lane 3. Naisha Berger covering all comers as she goes into the home straight with the lead. On the outside trying to challenge as well is Crystal Slowly of Campion. Slowly actually had the fastest time heading into the final, but she's nowhere near Naisha Berger of Excelsior. It's a big win. It's 24.20 seconds. If that is correct, it equals the record set back in 2016 by Renee Shaw. But it's a brilliant run by Naisha Berger. 24.21, just a hundredth of a second outside of the record, but it doesn't matter to her.
Crystal Slowly always smiling, even in defeat. She doesn't leave the corporate area meet with a gold medal this year. But Naisha Berger gets the sprint double, 11.68 at 100 meters last night. And she's 1/100th of a second outside the record at 200 meters today. From the sound of the gun, her sprint speed, her 100-meter speed showing as she covered the athletes on her outside, transitioned beautifully down the stretch and eased away from the rest. This is a strong performance from Naisha Berger. She knows there will be tougher tests to come with the likes of Kevona Davis waiting in the wings from the central region, but she looks in pretty good form.
She had a great start, Ricardo. She really had a great start, and she covered lane 4 in a fantastic way. And
4:08, Tevin Thompson of Excelsior, 7:09 in round 1. Thompson has been in the Class 1 boys final the last 2 seasons. Transferred from Fogo Road where he made a Class 3 final. Seems like a long time ago now. Speeds to the board and hits it well, but just falls back and will lose valuable distance on that effort from Tevin Thompson.
The run-up did seem a little short though. Wasn't sure if he was able to generate enough speed to get as much distance as he would like to.
6-7-0.
Competitor 4:08. If he was able to hold on. Derek Robinson of Excelsior now.
Derek shows so much power off the board. Good work there. Actually, the athlete, the Excelsior athlete,
Doesn't hit the board. Wonder if the wind is just changing at this stage and so affecting the run-ups. Can he threaten for a medal? Needs better than 7:31.
not a bad effort there. He has exceptional hang time. Just needs to work on his speed to the board, and he'll be a contender in this competition.
Barely got onto the board, Derek Robinson. And he likes it. He likes it, Robinson. He likes it very much.
Has this jump brought him into the 7 club?
Well, he's surely having a smile.
It has. 7.05 meters into the 7 club.
Set.
Nugent, the favorite. Away they go. Nugent up well. Akira Nugent accelerates beautifully and takes charge. Akira Nugent, the class act in this 100 hurdles to Class 1 girls, shuts down in 14 seconds flat. That was comfortable. Quite a commanding performance from this outstanding young athlete. Won the 400 hurdles earlier and now wins the Class 1 100 hurdles.
13:32 last year, set the record in Class 2, just did enough to win this race and give Excelsior the points in the championship.
That race was pretty much over from the start. Here's another look at it. Nugent. From the first few steps, it was clear she was the class of that field.
Very technically sound.
Relaxed right throughout the race. Has a glance at the clock. Knows she can go faster.
Set.
Keep a close eye on lane 5. Edwards of Jamaica College got up well, but now Gray well into his running. Oh, he's pretty much walking over the hurdles here. Rajon Gray is flying, just shuts it down. Full performance from Amoy Kentish. Of course, you know that she won the sprint double by winning the 200 earlier. Then in class 3, Michaela Gardner of Wilmers, another slow start, but a terrific finish one in the class 2 girls 100. In class 1, Naisha Berger got up behind Crystal slowly, the more accomplished of the two, but Berger showing beautiful sprint form, coming to the front and winning the gold medal in a corporate area meet record 11.68. That was an impressive performance from Berger. Then in class 3, problem at the start, but Bullens of Clancarthy High School would have none of it. He got away from Patterson of Kingston College and won his gold medal.
Set.
Away they go. Excelsior off well in lane 6. Already closing down on the Queen School. Sweet change for Excelsior. They travel well down the backstretch. Immaculate trying to get into the mix as well. Looks like Shim on the second leg. Immaculate making the change just ahead of Excelsior. The Queen School trying to rally in lane 7. Here they come to the final change. Excelsior with the lead. Immaculate in second position. Wilmers in third. Excelsior ahead of Immaculate and Wilmers. That's the way they go across the line. 49.79 the flash time for Excelsior. Smooth racing.
Very smooth racing. The baton exchange were quite well, and they transitioned well between the zone.
From the very first leg, Excelsior taking charge of that race. Look, challenge on the third leg by Immaculate, but just too strong. Let's have another look. The focus on Excelsior in lane number 6. Good first change. Showing good foot speed as well, all the way around the track. Lost a little bit of momentum from second to third.
It's almost as if she slowed down to get the baton and then picked back up.
And then continuing to dominate, Immaculate challenging on the anchor leg, but Excelsior staying strong and coming through to win the class 4 girls sprint relay. Can't say it enough, it's been a fabulous day for them. And they start the relay series in fine style. Away they go. Immaculate up quickly in lane number 3. Excelsior changing sweetly. Michaela Gardner flying for Wilmers down the back stretch in lane 7. Excelsior and Wilmers. This is a strong performance from Wilmers in the class 3 girls sprint relay. Immaculate left well back and out of it. The final change affected. It's Wilmers. Excelsior challenging down the stretch. But Wilmers will hold on and win the class 3 girls sprint relay. 48.51. A strong challenge from Excelsior, but that shrugged off. And it's Wilmers, thanks to a blazing second leg from their sprint star, Michaela Gardner, taking them to the 4x100 Class 3 Girls Gold, 48.49. Look at Delight.
Excelsior had a wonderful race as well. They kept tune, but Wilmers, as you mentioned, Ricardo, had such a strong team that it was no doubt that they were going to give Excelsior a run for their money.
Yeah, let's have another look at it. There's the first change. Gardner Portland on that second leg, and she's so fast.
Impressive. She powered down the backstretch.
And that's exactly what you want from your backstretch runner. And she delivered, put them in a fabulous position, put Excelsior and the rest of the field under pressure. And the rest of the quartet strong enough to hold off the challenge of Excelsior. So Excelsior winning class 4. And now it's Wilmers finishing on top in class 3.
Set.
And the hurdles a short while ago. Away they go for the class 1 girls 4x100. Excelsior out quickly. Flying opening leg for Excelsior, and Wilmers there as well. Excelsior going real fast. The rest left to chase. This is all about Excelsior. St. Andrew High, Wilmers, Immaculate and the Queens battling for second at this point. The final change effected. Excelsior away and clear. Excelsior to win their second goal in this 4x100 series. Terrific finish for the Queen's School to finish in second position. But no stopping Excelsior.
Who started the race so well. The first leg really did set up the relay. She had an excellent start, and it went on to the back stretch, and the third leg was quite impressive as well.
Yeah, Excelsior dominated this race from the start. The changes were exceptional. All the athletes ran really well.
Yeah, here's another look at it. Fine start for Excelsior. First change, smooth. Ayana Jackson on the opening leg. Terrific start. Was 8th in the 100 final last night, Ayana Jackson. Naisha Berger, the 100, 200 champion on the third leg. And you know that with a lead already, and you give her the baton, she's only going to extend it. And then Antoinette Black. Disappointing that she false started in the 100 hurdles, Antoinette Black, but here she is back at 4x1 and leading her team to the gold medal. There's no way she could lose an advantage like that though.
What made this run impressive as well is that as you watch the replay, each of the exchanges through the zones were quite quick. The baton did not slow down, which I'm sure helped this victory.
Set off. Class 3 boys 4x1 final. Kingston College away well in lane 8. Jamaica College going in chase. The first change is cut for Jamaica College. Mark Anthony Miller on the second leg for JC, and he flies. Get closer to Kingston College. If JC is to win it, this has to be the leg. The change is smooth, but KC right there as well. It's a Kingston College Jamaica College battle. Excelsior back in third position. Here they come to the final change. Jamaica College with the slight lead. Kingston College left to chase. It's JC with the advantage. Here comes Kingston College. Will they catch JC? No, they will not today, not tonight.
Set.
Sent off for the Class 1 boys 4x100. Kingston College going out quickly. Camperdown trying to stay close. KC with Jaheim Cox on the first leg. Kingston College now with the outstanding Tariq Stennett. Stennett runs a competent backstretch. And KC well away now. Kingston College large and in charge in this 4x100. The baton slows down. Gets to Shaquille Lowe, who is under pressure from Excelsior. Lowe, comfortable down the stretch though, takes KC to victory.
Set.
Sent off. Sprint medley open for girls. This is the 400 meters leg. Good start for Excelsior in 6. Merle Grove They're coached by the former 800 finalist at Champs, Roxine Salmon, who represented St. Hugh's, and she's done a good job with the Mergrove unit, a developing program. And Excelsior, though, they are very much developed and they've had a fabulous meet. It's Excelsior with the lead. Wilmers having a good finish to this opening leg. Excelsior changing first. Excelsior well clear of the rest. Battle on for second, really. Excelsior cut across with about a 30-meter lead here, ahead of Mergrove, Wilmers, and the Queens. Great running from Excelsior. The lead now, 35-40 meters. The Queens trying to get back into it. So much of the sprint medley will come down to the 800 meters leg, but Excelsior have put themselves in a fabulous position to go on and win gold. The Queen's School in second, Wilmers in third, Mergrove in fourth position, and that's the way they head for this first 400 of the 800 meters leg.
So 2 laps to go in this sprint medley. Excelsior commanding with a commanding lead ahead of Wilmers, and she's trotting away.
So Excelsior, Mergrove, Wilmers, the Queen's School. Seems like a battle for second, doesn't it, Sidani?
It certainly does. Excelsior has done a fantastic job. While watching the 200, especially on the second 200 run, that young lady really extended the lead, and it's kept that way. The 800-meter runners kept that way. So I expect it to be Excelsior within this sprint medley.
They come up to a lap to run. The record for the sprint medley, 4:14.65, set by Wilmers in 2014. Can Excelsior get close to that mark here? Mergrove in second, the Queen's School in third. Excelsior continuing to pile on the pressure. The lead now about 50 or 60 meters.
With the remaining pack now separated.
Mergrove in second, the Queen's School in third. It's all about Excelsior at the top. The record looks as if it will be safe. 4:14 is that mark. But I don't think they're going to get to it. The record will be safe, as will the gold medal for Excelsior. The battle on for silver as Excelsior wins gold in the sprint medley open for girls.
There's a
Tremendous battle for silver. And the Queens ahead of Mergrove.
So a great win there for Excelsior. They should extend their lead on the female side of things.
We've seen broad smiles all day for the Excelsior girls and boys as well, but especially on the girls' side, as they head towards the defense of their title emphatically as well. Like Kingston College on the boys' side, it's become a no contest on the boys' side. Here's another look at it. Starts with the 400 meters leg, the sprint medley. And you always want to be put into a strong position. Excelsior doing a great job from the very first leg. The lead was a handy one.
The second 200 meter was not as quick as you will see. For the third one, she was quite relaxed, almost like she was on a stroll.
Yeah, she knew she was clear. And then Excelsior just continuing to
Dominating. Excelsior dominated on this second 200 meter leg and extended their lead.
And then on the final leg, it's always going to be difficult. You would have needed somebody special to cut into that advantage, and there was no one special behind her.
A lot can happen on the 800 meter leg in a sprint medley, but there was no catching the Excelsior athlete there.
Not tonight, at least. Not tonight. And then a great old battle for silver won by the Queen's School, but Excelsior, champions of the girls sprint medley open. The boys event coming up. They go in lane 1.
Set.
Away they go. For the sprint medley open for boys. Excelsior go off well. Calabar on the outside in lane 8-2. Danone in lane 7. Kingston College looking quite easy on the opening leg. Calabar. Calabar, Danone, Kingston College. Kingston College finishing fast. Calabar maybe just. Kingston College right there. There's nothing like a Calabar Kingston College battle in high school sports in Jamaica. And when you throw Jamaica College into the mix, it gets even sweeter. Kingston College just ahead of Calabar.
Great running on that second leg for KC. Just extended the lead on Calabar a little bit.
Calabar trying to fight back. Kingston College with the lead. Down the stretch they come. Kingston College and Calabar. Calabar comes and takes a slight lead ahead of KC, and now it comes down to the 800 meters leg to decide who will be winning this sprint medley. Jamaica College in 3rd, Excelsior in 4th position. This is what you want in a sprint medley. Looks like Gianni Henry for Kingston College, or is that Giovanni Henry? So difficult to tell the twins apart. They are identical. Now, Jamaica College to the front. He isn't hanging around. Excelsior with their regular anchorman Treasure, Jamar Treasure, steps up as well. JC, Excelsior, Kingston College, Calabar. Looks like Rondale Cowan, who is on anchor here for Jamaica College, and he's taking it out real quickly, but can he maintain this? Fighting down the backstretch. Excelsior, Kingston College and Calabar drawing closer. Henry now steps on the accelerator for Kingston College. He goes. Excelsior and Calabar follow. Jamaica College left back and surely out of it now. It's Kingston College, Calabar and Excelsior. Down the stretch they come. Henry for Kingston College kicks again. Excelsior and Calabar fighting. This is a terrific race. Excelsior with Treasure. Calabar on the outside. It will be Excelsior through Jamar Treasure. What an anchor leg run. The upset created by Excelsior.
What a run. Excelsior remained patient and stayed in the race. The 800 meters, it seems so odd that you'd have the sprinters who set the lead and the race slows down and it comes down to stamina and being patient.
What a terrific anchor leg from Treasure of Excelsior. Did not look this good a week ago when he anchored them at the Milo Western Relays. What a difference a week makes.
And that's what the 800-meter leg can do. It was KC versus Calabar. Up until that leg, Treasure really showed heart there.
Without a doubt, for most of it, surely your money would have been on KC with an experienced and quality campaigner such as Henry.
JC called it wrong though. I'm almost thinking that he should have maybe stayed back a little bit. I have something left in the tank.
And experience will teach you that. Experience will teach you that. So next time we can look for him to perhaps run a smarter race.
Yes, definitely.
Terrific second 200 leg by Javar Thomas of Calabar. But this race was all about the anchorman. This is a moment to be treasured for Excelsior.
Definitely one to remember for him.
And they're off and running. Gardner's had a good start for Wilmers. She's sprinting that first 100 meters, isn't she? Wilmers in the lead at the moment. There's Gardner.
When you're in good form, Donald, the confidence shows, and it doesn't matter the event, 100, 200, 400 for her. Really good start to this 4x4 for Michaela Gardner of Wilmers.
Excelsior is there and thereabouts, as well as St. Andrew. Also on the inside, Excelsior. Zapapine there as well. But Wilmers and Gardner trying to hold off the competition. Excelsior coming through.
Good opening leg for Merle Grove as well. Great opening leg for Mishkamay Hyde of St. Andrew to put them into a really good position.
St. Andrew High in front. Excelsior in second at the moment. That's
Nisha
Berger.
The 100, 200 champion, 11.68 for 100, looked really impressive to me. St. Andrew in second. Watch the Queen's School in fifth position at the moment, but they have a dangerous campaigner in Brittany Brown, although she didn't look her best at 400 earlier today.
In fourth spot at the moment, with Excelsior with the lead. Oh, the Queen's School making a run on the outside. Now in third spot, aiming for second. And they're going to get it. Wilma's trying to get into the thick of things as well, but she's running wide. Excelsior with the lead.
Excelsior, well done by Nisha Berger, the 100, 200 Class 1 champion. Good run as well from Brittany Brown. That's exactly why she was put on the second leg. Get them in a good position, and she got them in a decent position.
And Ricardo, sprinters typically do run the second leg of a 4x4 to do just that, to get out and get away from the pack and maintain that lead. So an excellent run.
And this is DeAndre Kelly of Excelsior High.
The Class 3 400 champion ran 56.58 to win that Class 3 title. So she might be Class 3, but don't expect anyone to pull her back on this 4x4. The Queen's School still running well in second. The Queen's School, I think, might have Donnell Hartley on the anchor leg, the 400 Class 2 champion. But Excelsior looking really good here with DeAndre Kelly, the Class 3 400 winner.
If that's the case for Queens, Excelsior will value this lead And the changeover is made.
Well, they
But
have Akira
They
Nugent.
do have Akira Nugent.
That you can call the race done, even though it's 400. And it's actually Daniela Dawkins who is on the anchor leg for the Queen's School, who, by the way, is not such a great 400 runner. She is a short sprinter, really. Well, she is first of all a hurdler, and it's going to take something special to get back to this outstanding talent. 200 meters to go. Saw her at 400 hurdles, so you know she can last the distance, and she has the speed as well as Wilmers move into second position.
But Akira Nugent, she's had a really long day, but you really couldn't tell, right? As she heads into the home straight now for Excelsior, the battle is on for second spot. Wilmer's losing that grip. Queens making a move, but they have too much of a gap to make up. Akira Nugent takes a look over her shoulder, and there is no catching her. No one's going to catch her tonight, and I have my doubt about next week as she crosses the line now. 3:49.42 seconds. And it's outside the record, but a win for Excelsior High.
Yeah, it's a good win for Excelsior, and a time that could get them into a champs final or a Gibson McCook final. It's not stunning, but it is decent, and they will look at that and think to themselves, that's another area that we could score a champs. But good anchor leg from Akira Nugent. She is such a talent, Akira Nugent, a sprint hurdler, showed some quality at 400 hurdles here as well, and here she is at 4x4. Great start by Michaela Gardner. She really put Wilmers in a good position early. Mishka May Hyde ran great as well for St. Andrew High. Have to give that to her. The second leg really belonged to Brittany Brown of the Queen's School, but even with that quality second leg, they could not get close to Excelsior. DeAndre Kelly on third, and then once Nugent got the baton, it was over.
I think for the race, Excelsior did just enough to win.
Akira Nugent on anchor for Excelsior in the 4x4 high school girls. And we've seen that order so many times today. Excelsior first, the Queen's School second, especially in the relays.
Yep, they have closed off the championships in style.
The way it deserves to be closed. They've been the best team on the girls' side.
And 4 empty.
Set.
All eyes though on lanes 6, 7, as well as 8.
Kobe Simpson running the opening leg for Kingston College in lane number 6.
Jamaica College also there. The Kingston College in behind at the moment. Wilmers has had a really good start, in fact. So too Excelsior, right in there. Kingston College at the moment, they do have some work to do, but Jamaica College in the lead at the moment.
Disappointing opening leg so far from Kobe Simpson. Did run the 400 final earlier today and did well, so not too sure what's the situation here, but Jamaica College out front.
Kingston College, they do have a lot of work to do now, but Jamaica College with the lead. Excelsior and Wilmers, there or thereabouts. They too will have some work to do, but the lead isn't quite comfortable for JC, is it?
At the Camperdown Classic, they won. They ran Calvin Walters to Dacres to Javier Brown to DeAndre Watkin, 3:13.84. So you know this JC team is in good form, but they did not have to face Excelsior on that night, and Excelsior dangerously poised in second position.
Yep, Wilmers in third. Kingston College closing that gap as well. As Jamaica College, the last few meters of this leg, trying to step it up. Excelsior responding.
The head coach of Jamaica College is Neil Harrison. He loves to win the 4x4.
Oh, he does.
He loves to close the show from his time at Monroe College when he won 4x4s at Gibson McCook, at Champs, at Penn Relays. And here he is trying to close the show here with a victory for Jamaica College. Shantamar Brown is on this leg for Kingston College, but he's so far back and forth. Don't know that he's going to be a factor.
Jamaica College, they have been consistent throughout. Wilmers trying to make a move. They're in third spot at the moment. Excelsior trying to hold on to that second spot. But Jamaica College, well, they are making a statement as we head into the final changeover.
For Jamaica College tonight, it must not just be about winning, but it must also be about bettering the time they did a week ago. It must also be about trying to get closer to the time that Kingston College did last week, 3:10, and Excelsior 3:11. So they have the lead, but that's only part of the job at this stage.
Jamaica College with the lead, Excelsior in second spot at the moment.
It almost looks like Handel Roban, their 800 class 1 man from St. Vincent and the Grenadines on this anchor leg for JC. Excelsior still close with Wolmers and KC feeling they still have a shot.
Well, in a shot for the minor places, I believe. JC holding on off all comers here as they approach the line convincingly. Jamaica College 3:11.55.
Digital Corporate Area Meet 2020, the final day of 2. Akira Nugent starting us off with victory over 400 hurdles. It was a great start for Excelsior. Devonte Archer delivered in the 400 hurdles, so Class 1 boys. They were loving it. Naisha Berger, a 100, 200 gold medalist,